this is the one that's the real challenge.
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And just in case you didn't know in the days leading up to the NFC title game, you definitely know now. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. But this is getting towards uncharted territory. This is a monster deal. If this offense believes in it, which I believe that it does, they could be the ones to break that streak. And having spent time around this team, I'm starting.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit, because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cook on the toss left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Young. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Purdy from the gun. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis out.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Young. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
It's Young on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, Young. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw, Young. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 31, Purdy back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's Purdy. It's a short one. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That throw by Young incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Young. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Panther football to start quarter number 2. To throw on 2nd and 6. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This one fielded at the 5. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Oh, look at this play call. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Young will set to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Young's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, nifty juke there. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 23-yard run. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. McCaffrey on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they run the option on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 54 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Young on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Young. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Off the play fake, Young. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Young. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st and 10, Young. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Purdy sets up to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here is Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals matching up against the LA Chargers. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Purdy from the gun on third down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Landry. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. It's Young on first down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll throw again. Young. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Young to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Young. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Throwing again on second down. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Young on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, this has been a tough.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On second down, here's the option.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He's going to keep this again.
Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They'll go option on second down, right side.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Second down, back to Sanders. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Complete to Hilton.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Young.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A give running left. It's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side.
Purdy's pass complete to George Kittle. No gain on the play. It's now third down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
A 45-yard punt for there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 46.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run. It's Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9, Young. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now Young. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and scoring.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third down and 16.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.